Author's note. This video is my review of Tiny Toons Night Ghoulery, based on Tiny Toon Adventures by Tom Ruegger, directed by Rich Ahrens, Michael Gerard, Rusty Mills, and Greg Reyna, published by Warner Bros. Animation and Amblin Entertainment. Available on Hulu. Starring the voices of Joe Lasky, Tress MacNeille, John Kassir, Don Messick, Cree Summer, Maurice LaMarche, Gail Mathias, Cass Hussey, Danny Cooksey, Frank Welker, Jim Cummings, Jeff Bennett, June Foray, and special guest star Ron Perlman as Mr. Scratch. Rated TVG.
It's my third grade school photo! Ah!
In 1995, after a long delay, Warner Bros. Released Tiny Toons Night Ghoulery, marking the end of an era for the Tiny Toons. Well, until Tiny Toons Looniversity comes out in 2022 or later. In a parody of Rod Serling's Night Gallery, Babs Bunny plays host to a total of 9 individual shorts that poke fun at a number of Halloween stories and movies, along with random gags and an issue with a fan whose name escapes me right now.
Just introduce the cartoon.
I could easily tell by the energy by these shorts that there is plenty of creativity going on, almost like the team at Termite Terrace during the good old days of the classic Looney Tunes. Each short felt like a fun nod to the source material used, from the Telltale Vacuum as a parody of the Telltale Heart, to the Night of the Living Doll as a parody of the Night of the Living Dead. I know I've seen Tiny Toons back when I was a kid, but the team behind Tiny Toons and Animaniacs went all out with these and even took some jabs when it felt convenient. Now, in terms of the ensemble cast, they did put almost every character to good use, and it's not just rabbits who get the center of attention like they usually do. Some only had a cameo in the intro like Shirley and Fifi, while others like Montana Max, Calamity Coyote, Sneezer, and Elmira got some time in the limelight. Even Babs Bunny, who hosted this special, got a short of her own, though surprisingly, Buster Bunny only made a small appearance in the shorts Hold That Duck, and even then, he got upstaged by fellow co-star Plucky Duck, who I'm just about ready to talk about.
That's right, Mr. Webfoot. Sooner or later, most lawyers wind up here.
Now for the butt monkey of the Tiny Toons franchise, Plucky Duck got the lion's share of appearances, as he appeared in no less than 4 shorts of this special. That's the good news. The bad news? He's still the prime butt monkey of Tiny Toons, like Waspinator is to Beast Wars. He gets a panic attack from a measly vacuum, a gremlin on an airplane like he's Captain Kirk, monsters inhabiting a house, and even fighting the devil himself, played by Ron Perlman. And this was long before he played Slade on Teen Titans. But that being said, Plucky Duck can't catch a break. I wonder if he will when Tiny Toons Looniversity makes its debut on HBO Max next year.
In the cartoon, The Amazing 3, there was a slight flutter on Fifi's face in scene C-43, and I wanted to know if that was a deliberate in-joke or just a mistake. And when is Fifi gonna get her own series?
My only complaint about this special, and I'm sorry to have to channel that fatso of a fan, I wish it was longer and it had more shorts in it just because of how fun it was. I'm not kidding. Sure, 9 shorts inside a 44-minute special is impressive, but Warner Bros. And Amblin Entertainment should have gone the extra mile and included more shorts and make this as long as Tiny Toons How I Spent My Vacation. Maybe put in other characters like Shirley and Fifi into the limelight. Maybe even throw in other Looney Tunes characters as well as Animaniacs characters just for the sake of a crossover. But then again, in this day and age, I wouldn't mind the Toonsters crossing over with Mortal Kombat just for the hell of it. You may now pepper me with harsh criticism.
The obvious nature of this pun belittles us all.
Regardless of being the final Tiny Toons animated media, Tiny Toons Night Ghoulery is still a bear of haunted laughs thanks to the team behind Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs, bringing along some fun parodies of classic Halloween movies. If you have Hulu, be sure to check this out when you get the chance. Maybe it will tickle the funny bone within you. Okay, I'll go get my coats.